Okay, hello everyone. Here with David Reed, and this segment is going to be a continuation of the yellow stripe criteria for those of you that want to attain the yellow belt. But in actuality, all of these basics we're practicing is good for everyone. I hope our higher ranks take the time to work out with David and I in this segment, and we're going to clarify some basics for you. After we get done with basics, I'm going to show you the 1 steps that are required for the yellow belt level if you're wearing a yellow stripe. And again, I hope the higher ranks take some time to practice with us here. Okay, so let's just get started. All right, so it should be fighting stance. Up.
Hi.
So we're going to run this segment like a class, so just try to follow along with us. If you don't have a lot of space, you can just work within your confinement space and just do the best you can, all right? So we're going to start with hand techniques. So we're going to use the jabbing motion first, okay? 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 핫. Okay, now switch the leg, okay? 핫, 핫, 핫. Okay, now jab and reverse punch. 하나, 둘, 셋. Okay, switch. Up. 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 Great, all right, now switch. All right, 2 straight punches with a lead hook. So triple punch combination. Up. So you want to make sure now that you follow through. After you do the jab here, right, you're covering with the other hand. Right, so important to protect yourself with the non-striking hand. Don't drop that hand down here, then open up these weak areas, right? Weak area protected by the strong area. Then a reverse punch covers again right here off of that second punch. Now the hook comes around, and then as you strike in the center, this is where the name comes. You're going to start to hinge that arm as you follow through. So you don't keep the arm straight as you punch. You're going to strike, say, right in the center here. Then as you're hitting, you follow through. Hinge the arm while you're rotating. When you finish your hook punch, literally the back of your shoulder is facing the target. You don't want to end up this way here because then it's just all arm. The power is literally just the weight of your arm. That's about 5% of your body weight. We want to take everything, legs, back, hip, shoulders, arm, put our full body weight behind it. If you weigh 150 pounds, 150 pounds of force striking the target, full body weight. So if you follow through, you'll get there. Okay, that's the finish, all right? So straight, straight, and hook. Up. And follow through on the hook. Up. That's it. Okay, switch. Up. 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 Okay, one more. Up. Nice job. Okay. All right, come on, relax, okay? All right, we'll step back a little bit. All right, 준비. Okay, fighting stance. Up.
Hi.
Okay, front kick and reverse punch. Up. Up. So in the front kick, make sure you get the knee up. Right, get the knee up in front and the toes curled back so you can kick in a 90-degree angle. Kick straight up. Up. Straight out and then come down punching, right? Up. Front kick, punch, good. Another nice up. 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 Good. Another nice up. All right, front kick, reverse punch, hook punch. Reverse and hook. All right, so front kick and then straight and then hook. And up. 둘. Kick, straight, hook. And make sure you follow through on the hook. Up. And So again, make sure the back of the shoulder finishes through. The other hand covering as you punch. So that hand is ready for the next thing, right? Chances are when we come in close, we're going to be throwing these hand techniques in bunches, multiple punches. Ready? Up, front kick, straight, and follow through. Good. Turn authorize up, turn around. All right, now, back leg roundhouse kick. And up. Pull. Okay, you hear it in class all the time. Turn, that means turn your body, bend your leg, and kick, right? Turn, bend, and kick. Up. Up. Good. Turn authorize up. And the reason why we have to turn our hips here is, again, for power. We turn our body, leg comes up. Right, so now I'm transferring all of my weight into the striking surface here. Right? So we have to rotate our hips. That's it, come across. And then when you finish, you want to land forward, right? We always land forward. After you kick, you have to put the foot back on the floor for a practical reason as well, because you have to regain your balance and get ready for the next thing. Okay, so roundhouse kick, and this time reverse punch. And up. Tul. Set. Good. Another last one. All right, now let's try it this way. We're going to do the punching first. So lead hand punch. So jab, then reverse punch. Notice how David's covering here again on that punch. Now, when the body's turned because of the punch, you just kick right from that spot, roundhouse kick. Bang. So you don't need to pull the hip back before you do the roundhouse kick. You don't want to go 1, 2, come back, and then restart over again. 1, 2, and then while the hip is already turned, roundhouse kick off of that, all right? Ready? So let's do it with power and speed. Up, 1, 2, 3. Up. Up. Good, turn off the last up. All right, come on. All right, so hopefully you're following along with us and getting a good workout too. Okay, Jimmy. Okay, fighting sense. Up. Up. Okay, now we're going to work on one of our signature techniques, is side kick. All right, so side kick travels in a straight line, and when the leg is coming up, it's coming up a little bit differently than roundhouse kick. Leg comes in at an angle, 45-degree angle, and the foot is in between you and the target. You don't want the foot out here because then it becomes a little mini roundhouse kick, but that won't have any power. So we want to have the foot here like that. Foot's on line, so you can be accurate now, and as you rotate your hip and extend the leg, that's your posture. So you really rotate here, and leg is straight like that. That's a side kick. Okay, bring the leg back, and then as you're landing, I'm going to have you also add a knife hand strike to it. Okay, so back leg side kick, kicks in a straight line, up, side, and strike. Up, side kick, strike. Up. Good, another last up. 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 Good, another last up. Front kick, side kick, reverse punch. And up. Great, another nose up. Up. Down. Another nose up. All right, come on, Shumsky. All right, so real quick, this is something you can also practice at home. Side kick, you need to rotate your hip properly. So there are two parts to it in terms of you need to extend the leg, but you also need to rotate your hips fully. So extension and rotation, those two are key elements. Now the extension part is normally the easier part. most people, when they're first learning this, do not rotate the hip enough. So here's a good practice for you. So David, let's face the mirror.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to come up, we'll move up a little bit more. Now, this is something you can practice at home, okay? We do this in class occasionally. So here, this is designed to help you rotate your body to its full extent, okay? I'd rather have students who over-rotate than not rotate enough. So the rotation becomes really critical in the side kick. So as David brings the leg up, what we're going to do is he's kicking, obviously, right now with the right leg, but he's going to take his right arm, his right hand, and I'm going to have David punch in the opposite direction. So as he extends the leg out, he's going to punch back here like that. And what that has just done is forced his hips to rotate in the direction that we need him to rotate. Okay, and then down. So this doesn't have to be done with power. You can do it like half speed, but you want to make sure that you get the right rotation. So by throwing the arm backwards in the opposite direction of the kick, it'll put you into that positioning that we want you to have, where we have a straight line. Again, there's a line, an alignment that occurs between the shoulder, his hip, and his heel. If you took a picture from above, we could just draw a straight line right down between those three parts of the body, right? Shoulder, hip, and heel. So we need to have you extending and also rotating. So this is a really great practice, okay? So we'll do a few together. Okay, so one. Remember now, you're punching in the opposite direction, but the same side you're kicking with. Right kick, right hand punches behind you. And you do want to extend completely on the punch. Don't do it halfway, because that'll stop the rotation. You need to do everything and lock everything out completely. Stretch. Just think of stretching. I think that's a good way to think about it. Stretch everything out and hold it. Okay, ready? So just half speed. Don't do it full power. Go. Go. Oh, no, too slow there. Let's do it again. Yeah. So we want to, so you want to just do it in one motion. Boom. Oh, just do it. Yeah. Up. Bang. Okay, again, and stretch it out even more.
Yes, sir.
Now that was good, but even more than that. And see if you can just hold it. So start the punch even sooner. As you start to turn the body, just start punching. Go. Just punch here. Yeah, that's it. Like stretch. Stretch. That's it. Again. Yeah. You want to feel that stretch. Put your body into the right posture. Okay, ready? Up. Okay, again. Yeah, just stretch and just let it fall down and front forward.
Yes, sir.
Up. Stretch like that. That's it, exactly. No, it's it. Doesn't have to look pretty right now. Just the exercise is designed to help you to rotate your hip. So then you start to feel how much rotation is necessary for the kick. All right? And then when you come in, we'll work on the punching bags, and then you can see the results on the bag, right? We have a saying, punching bag doesn't lie. You hit the bag, it either has power or it doesn't. So for side kick to gain power, that rotation is so important, okay? Okay, one more time. Remember, it's the same side, punching and kicking the same side. Punch behind you, up, and extend, stretch, that's it, like that. That'll put you into the right spot, okay? So hopefully that helps you with your side kick. All right, a couple more techniques. Face the mirror.
Yes,
I mean, not the mirror, excuse me, the camera. Okay, fighting sense, hut.
Hut.
All right, so for a yellow stripe, we start introducing you more to hopping kicks too. So the first one we do is hopping front kick. All right, so kicking with the forward leg. Remember, hopping kicks are done with the front leg. Right? If you don't have a lot of space at home, just be careful. I don't want you kicking the coffee table or chairs in front of you, okay? Okay, ready? Hopping front kick, up. That's it. So just keep the body upright and front kick with that front leg. Up. Okay. Up. Good. Up. That's it. Remember, we're hopping forward first and then delivering the kick when we get to our destination. Up. Hop forward and then we kick. Up, hop forward, and we kick. Good. Another last up. All right, hopping front kick, roundhouse kick, reverse punch. And up. not 나서 하나, 둘. Good, not 나서. All right, come on, 쉽게. All right. All right, so those are some of the criteria to attain yellow belt. Of course, higher ranks, you need to constantly be improving and refining these basic techniques. Basics are the key. Grandmaster Kim used to say you want to become black belt, you have to have great basics, all right? So these are part of the basics that are required. And when you can do that, interestingly enough, you start to look like us. You look like an OMalley Taekwondo martial artist or black belt. I'll tell you a real quick story. At one point, Grandmaster Kim, my instructor, I was the senior instructor at the Boston headquarters for his organization, and he sent me over to Cambridge, across the river to run the Cambridge school for a while. So I went over there and started teaching on a full-time basis, and I remember during the first promotion test, we had all the students go over to the Boston school. And they were all ages. And when Mr. Kim got up to give remarks after the promotion test, the first thing he said was, the Cambridge guys look just like my guys. And so what he was saying, that he couldn't tell the difference between the Boston school and the Cambridge school. I made them look like us. And so he was putting his stamp of approval on the way that I taught them. Now, I think our guys were a little bit better than Boston school, but so in essence, if I brought you down to the Boston school tomorrow and you demonstrated in front of Grandmaster Kim with his students, he wouldn't be able to tell the difference. It would look like the same style that he had taught me. So you have to look like us. So proper execution of your techniques, especially the basics, is the key. Basic techniques done with power, speed, and precision. That's how you'll look like us. All right, now, as you know, the criteria also requires 1-steps. So for yellow stripes, there are 5. And higher ranks, you should just follow along with us. If you have somebody that you can practice with the 1-steps, that'll be great. If not, you can just do them by yourself. And so just imitate what we're practicing now. So these are the 5 1-steps required from yellow stripe to yellow belt. All right, so the first 1-step, why don't we just go through them, David? So you're going to step to the side, roundhouse kick, and then knife hand strike, right? So should we maybe move down just a little bit more this way? Yep, okay. All right. Yeah, why don't let's do it facing the mirror. I mean, not the mirror, excuse me, the camera.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right, maybe this is better. Okay, so. All right, first step, he moves to the side, blocks, roundhouse kick, and knife hand strike on the way down. Good, again. Okay, step to the side. See how we just step to the side, blocking with their right arm. From there, he just picks the leg up, roundhouse kicks. And on the way down, knife hand strike. Step number 1. Okay, step number 2, steps back into knife hand guarding block. Then now it's going to be a back leg side kick, but when you're coming down, we're going to do a rear elbow strike. Rear elbow strike. So side kick goes straight ahead, and the elbow goes in the same direction as the side kick, right? The elbow. Ready? Up. 1, 2. Okay, again. So step back. 1. Up. Side kick, elbow. All right, so that's step number 2. Step number 3, we move to the right side and block with the left arm first. 1. Triple punch. 1, 2, 3. Front kick. That's number 3. Okay, ready? Up. Block. 1, 2, 3. Front kick. Okay. All right, number 4. One single movement, palm strike. Blocking and palm strike. Up. Good. Again. Hit and pull right back. Up. Down. There we go. Nice. Palm strike. Okay. And number 5. So number 5, you need a little bit of space. You're going to move back and do a side block first. Okay. 1. Then it's a hopping front kick. Then a roundhouse kick. And a reverse punch. Good. Okay. One more. So just string it all together. Block. Up in front. Roundhouse. Reverse punch. Okay. So those are your steps. Now, of course, in one steps, you typically practice with a partner. Distance is important here. So keep in mind, safety. Don't get, if you're practicing with someone at home that hasn't done this before, make sure you don't hit them. You're not supposed to hit them, right? So just be careful. All right, so first step, we do it slowly, and then we do it with power, okay? So 1, up, slow motion, up. So 1, you're blocking like this. See where he's on the outside of my arm? You step to the outside. That foot comes up, and you can use ball of the foot. Roundhouse kick, good. And on the way down, knife hand strike. That's it. Okay, now we do it with power. Up, up. That's step number 1. Step number 2, we're going to go straight back. Up, slowly. Up. So 1, he blocks, and leg comes up, and then we're going to do that side kick. Yeah, right there, and then come down, and it's an elbow strike right here. So that elbow goes straight back. Don't wave it around in a circle. Don't make it circular, okay? It goes straight back. Just rub it right by your body. See that? Straight back. Boom. That's your elbow right there. Okay. Now with power. Up. Up. That's right. Okay? That's step number 2. Step number 3, we're going to go to the side. So again, we're going to show you slowly first. Up. Up. 1. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3. The leg comes up and straight. That's it. Okay. Now, fast. Up. Up. Okay. That's number 3. Number 4. Palm strike. Up. Up. Slowly. 1, 2. Okay. Now we do it fast. Up. Up. Okay. Palm strike, we're hitting with the heel. Again, fingers together. Right, make this rigid. You're striking with the heel of the palm, not the fingers. So you don't need to do anything weird with the fingers, like do this kind of stuff. You're hitting with that anyways, here. And typically you're hitting up here, so you're actually coming up at a little bit of an angle, but you can also use it on the solar plexus here. That one would be a straighter strike, right? Or here, like that. All right, so number 5, 5. So you need some spacing on this one. So step back and side block. Up, slowly. Up. So 1, side block first. Now you're going to come inside and front kick. Bring it back. And then it's a roundhouse kick. And then on the way down, reverse punch. Okay. Up. Up. Good. Okay. All right, so that concludes this segment. Hope you find that was helpful for you. And we're preparing some other videos for you all this week, so stay tuned and make sure that you continue to practice. And if you have any questions about anything, you can always email me, have your parents email me, and we'll be happy to stay in contact with you and give you any other suggestions or some technical advice on the training. Okay, thank you.